The first experiment we chose to perform was the pulling of a tablecloth. We found that heavier objects like the hole puncher saw more success because they were heavier. We also saw more success if we placed the objects further away from where we pulled the cloth from. To reduce the movement in the objects, we could use even heavier objects and place them more towards the end of the cloth. The objects are still moving on the cloth, however, because of the friction that keeps the cloth from sliding against the objects.
The second experiment we chose to represent inertia was the coin tower. In this experiment, the first law of motion is applied because the bottom coin or washer on the tower is at rest, as well as the other ones. The bottom coin is put into motion quickly, and it is removed from the tower before the other coins or washers fall. If you speed up the ruler or knife, the coins would come out with less movement of the tower, whereas if the ruler or knife was slowed down, the coins would not come out as smooth, and the tower might fall. If you use different objects with different weights, the objects will become easier or harder to change. Easier if the object becomes lighter, and more difficult for heavier objects. With a perfect swipe, you could take out a middle coin, but you would have to hit the coin perfectly and with great speed.
The third experiment we did was the card flick. The reason that the coin on top does not shoot off the cup like the card does is because its inertia keeping it at rest is stronger than the friction pulling with the card of the cup. If the card were to be flicked from underneath, it would put an upward force on the card and the coin, sending them both flying. We primarily tried flicking the card from the side and putting the coins in the general center of the cup. This strategy gave us about a 50% success rate, and we were able to get the coins in the cup a few times. This demonstrates the first law of motion because as the card moves, the coin stays where it is, because the friction is not enough of an unbalanced force to move the coin as well, and the coin falls in the cup.
For our final activity, we decided to perform card throwing. The force of your throw moves the object forward until it hits the wall. When there is no force exerted on the card, it is put at a standstill. With some force exerted on the card, as well as some spin to keep it stable, you can get a decent balanced throw. With lots of force, the card has speed but lacks stability.
Are you ready?